My boy Pepper does.
No.
I haven't sent it to you from it like the intro to the Danish and O'Neill podcast.
Maybe you did send it to me.
Yeah, I said just listen
I
to the
feel like
first 2 minutes of the beginning.
I think you did send it to me. Yeah,
Yeah,
my
yeah.
memory's fucked.
Dude,
I don't.
it is the most catchy song you will ever hear. It's not about fucking a horse. It's about making love to a horse.
Mm, mm,
Yeah,
mm, mm.
yeah. And what can you hear me good? Because usually
Yeah, you sound fine.
I have my swivel mic. I'm using my like shitty Walmart.
I think it sounds all right.
Dude, so okay, so as we're waiting for Steven, we'll just record for a little bit and talk whatever. But
That's cool.
so you live in what, like an apartment or a rent house or what?
Actually, me and my dad bought this house and he's like selling it to me. So,
No, you're rent to own?
kind of, it's like, basically, I manage the property and my rent pays the mortgage, and so he keeps the rent from the other rooms. And so, if we decide to sell it, we either split it or I keep it.
How big is it?
So, it's pretty big. It's 4 bedroom, and then I have my back house out here as my studio. Wow.
Dude, I want
Yeah,
to
it's
own
pretty
some
sweet.
property so bad. That's where
Yeah, me
it's
too. That's
at.
what I'm trying to get into. Mm-hmm.
Like,
Straight up.
you've met my family before, and a lot of them are just like
No,
Republican
Stephen, I've never met
redneck
your family.
Christians, but they've always told me when the apocalypse happens, bullets will be the new currency. Like, instead
Yeah.
of bottle caps from Fallout, bullets. But
Mm-hmm.
no,
Oh, of
no
course.
land. You need some fucking land, dude.
True. But if the apocalypse happens, you won't have to own it. You can just take it.
Well, according to last year, when the apocalypse happens, you need toilet paper.
True. True.
Wait, you froze.
It's
You have the
diarrhea.
most diabolical look on your face. Oh, that
Am I
went.
good now?
Dude, do you
No.
intentionally curl your mustache?
No, it just
No.
doesn't. Is it curled right now? Kind of is, huh?
Yeah, yeah.
I think
We
it has some.
we have to wear masks at work, and mine curls.
Really? Don't you work outside?
Yeah, well, I wear a gator. Do you know what
Like
those
an
are?
alligator on your face?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean,
the whole sleeve thing.
yeah, but I actually
Wow.
take the scales and put them on my boots, and then put like his lungs around my thing.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, but no, I have one that looks like Venom, and then some other
Nice.
ones. Yeah, but like the neck thing that goes over. Like whenever they
Yeah,
see
I
me,
know.
they don't even know I have long hair. They don't
Yeah.
know I have a beard. Like I pulled my mask down the other day. They were like, it was like right here, and they're like, what's going on right here? And I was like, it's the mustache, dude.
They're like, what is that? Is you grow hair on your lip? What? I just don't know.
Wait, I guess I didn't. There he is. Dan entered the waiting room. Hang on. Steven said he's gonna have to. I have to let him in. I guess I fucked up.
What? I'm Dan.
Hello.
There he
Hello,
is.
hello.
You're not Dan. I'm
What
Dan.
is really going on here?
Hello.
Hello, can you hear us?
Hello. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Hello.
Can't see you.
We can hear you, but I can't see your beautiful face,
Hello.
Steven.
No, that's not. Hello.
Steven spelled wrong.
Can you hear us?
Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Oh, now there's another Dan. So now I gotta be. What am I gonna be now? There's Dan. And
Wait,
there's Steven.
can he hear us?
I can hear you.
us? Oh,
Yeah,
okay, cool.
Why can't
Yeah, I
we
can
see
hear
your
you.
face?
I actually lost my webcam. I have no
Wow.
idea where it is.
Mm.
I thought
You're
you
lucky
just
I know
built
what your
a
face looks like.
computer.
I can blush. I don't know how to respond to that. I don't know. It's my work webcam too, which is kind of frustrating.
Are you still working from home?
Yeah, and I hate it. Oh my god, I hate it.
I fucking bet.
Wait, see, so Steve? What is it you do again?
I work for AT&T Advanced Technical Support. I
Like
fix
sales?
phones and no, I just fix stuff. Like if you have an issue with your phone, I can fix it.
See, that sounds like what is it called? Not whenever
CSD?
you
BXI?
get paid a base amount, but you get paid more based on what you do.
I wish that was the case.
What is
I
it?
do
It's not.
not.
It's I can't think of the fucking word, man. Like the sales.
Sales?
Well, yeah,
Sales?
it's sales, but it's a composition.
No, it starts with a P.
It starts with
Promotion?
a P.
I think it's a B.
Pakistan.
That's it.
No,
That's it.
yeah,
I got it.
no,
Figured it out.
no, it's
Pakistan.
I'm gonna
Mhm.
remember it later on, and it's just gonna be random as shit.
Mm.
And Dan,
I
wait,
wonder.
am
Mhm.
I wonder if I
playing
could
with you?
do like. Wonder if I could figure
I
something
thought we were
out.
gonna like touch tips.
Oh no, that's not good.
So
It's not that good.
and
It's not that kind of podcast.
it's whatever we want it to be, dog.
I just don't want to
As,
touch
as long as
tips.
as long
kidding.
as the Lord
Show some
allows
titty
it.
real quick.
I'm showing some titty.
I just want to know about the idol you're worshiping behind you, the horsecock
Dude,
statue.
this is my wife's office. Honestly, she's in my room. I posted a picture of my little corner that I have in there, and I'm actually in her little. Hang on.
Dang, I wish I just knew where that my
She's got all sorts of stuff. She's into the witchy stuff.
devil worshiping. That
Be careful of
ain't
those,
Jesus.
dude.
Hey,
Be careful of those.
no Satan, bro.
Yeah.
No,
JK,
gotta get the-
just kidding.
you gotta get the Jesus.
The
Hey,
Jeebus.
that's racist, dude.
Not right, is it?
And before we get started, I'm gonna go ahead and make these fake commercials. Y'all go ahead and go to audible.com and go listen to a book I just listened to called Death Troopers using promo code Golden Horse or MillerHighLife.com.
Oh, I thought
You'll
my webcam. Ah, it's just in there. Okay, there we go.
Use promo code. He found his webcam to get 20% off shitty beer. It's already $20 for a 30-pack at Walmart. So go find yourself in that.
No.
And,
You don't need beer to be happy. What you need is
It helps though.
air freshener.
Until it doesn't help anymore, and then you have to check your rehab.
until you have the curly wavy thing you got going on with your side
My
shaved
lesbian
head.
soccer player haircut.
It's good. I mean, I like it. I think
Yeah.
it's very sexy.
Thanks.
Okay.
I mean, I eat pussy like a lesbian, so it works.
Oh,
Hey,
that's.
hey,
I
hey,
wasn't expecting that.
that's fucking gay, dude.
That's gay.
Dude, look, people at work.
Hey,
will
there
say,
he is, Mr.
Y'all-
B6 himself.
Y'all must have the same haircut.
We do.
Kind of.
We're twins.
You should shave the
Yeah,
sides of
I
it.
mean, we've always been twins.
Well, I was gonna ask
That's all.
Dan, what is it you do? Because okay,
For work?
yeah, I thought you were like
I
doing
work-
landscaping, but then you were doing.
Last semester, I was working 2 jobs. I was doing landscaping during the day, school 2 days a week, and then I was working at a rehab at night. And then about
Nice.
3 weeks ago, I went down to just working at the rehab now. So
That's good.
And you work
look,
like
you
18
look like you've
hours?
lost some weight too, buddy. Like
what's up?
you look like you've lost weight. Like you look
Trying
like
to.
you're
Trying
looking
to.
good. Like I
Thanks.
mean, I'm not coming on to you, but you look
I mean-
good. I mean,
Thanks,
if
buddy.
you want me to come on to you, it happens. There's
Just not on my
no
eye.
wrong.
Just not in my eye. The face is all right. Just try not to get it stick on
Hey,
my beard because it's
hey.
hard to wash off.
This podcast is strictly no cream pie.
Yeah.
You can
But
come
I
wherever
love
you want.
oatmeal cream pies.
You can come to the carnival.
love
You can
them.
come help me fix the power outage I just had. But
So
you
tell us
can't
about
come
that. What happened?
Dude,
Yeah,
Or-
what was it with the power?
I live in the country. I have an internet like provider you've never heard of.
HughesNet.
I don't even know who my
Foreskin internet.
it's actually 5skin, but anyways, I didn't know until tonight who our electrical provider is because the lady we're renting from we pay it to her. I don't
This
know.
is the co-op. Since you're out there, the South Plains
Big
Co-op.
Country Co-op.
Big
Yeah.
country. Big country.
Big
yeah.
country.
Yeah, but it's
Big
there's
country
no O.
co-op. Here, you're more than clients. You're big country.
It's BIGCUNTPLEASEPRY.
Sick.
Big country, please try.com.
Thanks.
But so what I'm wondering is look, because I'm trying to get out there to Lubbock, and
Mhm.
I've been asking people like, just for instance, lead singer of Gods Have Failed. I see him posting pictures wearing like the safety vest I do for work, or in a porta potty like I do at work. And I'm like,
Jerking off in porta potty.
dude,
It happens.
he makes quite a bit less than I do. And like I'm feeling like the base amount over there is like
I mean, you get a 2-bedroom house pretty cheaply. Like you get like a 2-bedroom apartment pretty cheaply. Like you don't need to make like I think me and John make we make pretty good money, and we I mean even then the rent's only about like I mean in our neighborhood yeah they're duplexes, but you can get them for like $895 if you don't want a front yard.
well, and you're married,
Yeah,
correct? So you don't get
Uh,
food stamps. You should recommend to your brother, since they're not married, to go get food stamps. Bro, that's where it's at.
but John has an entire pantry full of ranch style baked beans. He bought them last year because he thought the world was ending, and he bought just ranch style baked beans. And seriously, like I don't know, like maybe 50 containers of it. They're just in there. He doesn't even eat the beans. I don't know why he bought them. I don't know why he has them, but he doesn't even eat them, and it's just packed
What a
full of
shame.
them.
What a
It's
shame.
hilarious.
What a waste of beans.
Well, beans aren't really that good unless you just put a bunch of bacon in them and then wrap the beans around your penis with the bacon. Anyways,
Mm.
I want to talk about some past stuff with you, Daniel,
Mm-hmm.
because I've heard y'all do it on your podcast.
Mm-hmm.
And y'all
What, you want
get
to talk about heroin?
No, look, no, well, no, I've never done that because I've always been an upper guy. Come on, you know me, dog.
Yeah.
But and then okay, just for instance, your 3-year sober show.
I like it. I really am proud
I
of
should
you
have
for
been
that.
there.
Thanks,
I
buddy.
should have been there.
Oh, you're good,
Love
man.
you.
And
I'm so
y'all had the garage door open. That doesn't happen unless you're like Carnifex, Suicide Silence, a big band.
Or it's like over, I think it was like had to be over 250 people, so they had to open it for that. Well,
Like
nice.
just off the top of the head, the last time I remember seeing y'all there was opening for He Is Legend, and they didn't even open the door. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
He Is Legend's a big band, dude. They
Yeah.
play there
I don't know
at
them.
least one other time. Well,
I know Indigo. I know Indigo. I love Indigo.
dude,
It's my favorite band.
I'm saying y'all song
Sorry.
Iron every single time. When the Cry to the Moon
every
part,
single time. That's how you said it.
you said that last
Every single
part
time.
before- hey, don't fucking judge me, dog. I'll get emotional. I'm getting emotional. But right when you say Cry to the Moon, I get real fucking makes me sad, dude.
You got
It's a, I
tears.
mean, thanks, man. That's a good song. I mean, you know, part of that song, I mean, that song was old. You know, what's funny is that song was a Deep Creek song, which Deep Creek was like my first band here in Lubbock. You remember that was when you lived here, Steven.
I
And,
remember.
Okay, I also
Which-
don't remember
Which
a lot
Steven
of
are you talking about?
Stephen Kelly. Skelly. Let's go Skelly and
Skelly?
Smeas.
Before we get into
Skelly
this,
and Smeas. I don't even know how to say it. I always say Macias. Is it Macias or Ma?
It's a messy ass. So think of like, oh, I didn't wipe correctly.
Okay.
Messy ass.
Macias.
look. Before y'all just reminded me. So that 3-year show,
Mhm.
you're sitting there talking with Kanan, Tanner,
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
the Savannah, great last name by the way, Glasscock.
mm-hmm.
Couldn't,
You just outed her on here though, so you don't. You know,
dude. I don't care.
now she's gonna get trolls on the internet adding her.
Fuck my
Trolls are terrible.
dude.
Just kidding again.
I'd be
Okay.
upset.
Anyways, so Tanner and y'all are sitting there talking,
Mm-hmm.
and then someone comes in and they say it's Steven, and y'all think it's me, and everybody's like, "Oh, Steven!" And wait a minute, it's not. It's you.
I mean, we were equally excited. I love both
And
Stevens very much.
Tanner says, hey, you're the number one, Steven. Or something.
Agree.
That's how I imagine it in my head.
Well, in
Yeah.
all honesty, it's hard to beat the Steve Meister.
Dude,
Yeah,
you spell your
boy,
name wrong,
Steven.
bro.
Yeah, boy, Steven in the 806, homies.
Yeah. You guys have a
Anyway.
beef now.
Yeah.
You guys have to like Highlander this shit. Whoever decapitates the other one wins.
Well, in general, I'm not too close to the name Steven. I prefer to be called I was gonna make up a funny name, but I can't
Commander
look.
Penis Lord.
And last episode, whenever me, you, and your wife were talking, you were getting John's thing set up.
Oh yeah.
we recorded, and I according to my wife and I think you, I was getting maybe a little borderline racist. Not, but I'm invited to the cookout, bro. It's whatever. So
Tiny bit racist.
that whole recording was 1738. Hashtag shout out Fetty Wap. 17.
Whatever happened to him?
Hey, he lost his eye, bro.
Well, that was before he was famous. I mean, he had like 5 minutes of those 2 songs, and then you don't hear from him anymore.
Dude,
Because he
dude,
lost his eye.
I love Fetty
He,
Wap.
he, had,
He was
he
Can't
was
do much
famous after
without
he
his
lost
eye.
his eye.
I'm getting
You can't do
high
much with one eye.
I be in the kitchen smoking crack with my baby, or something like that.
Not a good.
I say, hey, what's up? Hello. That shit's slap, bro. That shit's
See,
catchy as
That
fuck.
is my go-to. Back when I was still partying after moving back here from Lubbock, I was gonna do like covers of rap songs, but extremely Caucasian. Like
I said, hello, what's up? Hello.
hey, what is up?
Hello, gentlemen.
I seen your pretty ass
Good day.
walking through the door.
Like Richard Cheese. You ever heard him? You remember him?
Yeah,
I
yeah,
remember.
yeah.
Early
from Dawn of
2000s.
the
He did
Dead.
like
The
jazz.
Monster? I remember.
Yeah, he did like jazz lounge covers of like popular songs.
That reminds me.
They weren't popular songs. They were mainly like new metal.
I mean, mainstream radio songs. He would do jazz lounge covers of.
That's mainstream.
Come on, get down with the sickness. Like,
That's from Dawn of the Dead. You remember that?
Yeah, they used
you
it,
remember
yeah.
the asshole from
Did
Dawn
they
of the Dead with the black hair and the big chin?
not really, dude. My memory's fucked.
Dude, have you never watched
Look at this
Modern
little
Family?
wrench. Look at this tiny little wrench.
Oh man, what do you use for that wrench?
Wrenches. I wanted to show
What do you do with it?
Dan.
You
I
can't
don't
build
know.
anything with a baby wrench. You
Check it
gotta
out.
give
Here-
that thing some spinach so
I
it'll
told you
grow
about
up.
the lightsaber I ordered, right?
Mm-mm.
Mhm.
I know he's seen it, but
Yeah.
I'm sure I've told you about it. But here, check it out.
Sick, dude.
Really nice.
No, I'm just
lightsaber.
kidding. Hang on.
Darth Fork. Dude, you and your brother and them fucking Funkos. Oh, damn, that's dope. Dude.
Sir, they
That's
are
sick.
an art.
Look. This is metal. It's got like a belt holster and everything, dude.
That's sick, man.
He plans to run around at the next concert hitting people with it and saying he's
And I
a
have a cape. No, I'm not gonna hit people with this.
Darth.
This is for the wife.
Oh
Hell yeah.
no, that's not a good experience. No,
Mm.
no
Mhm.
one's gonna enjoy that. Oh god.
Dude,
Just
so
right
y'all
in
want
half.
some cats?
Huh?
Y'all want some cats? We have like
Fuck no, dude. I'm allergic as fuck to cats.
I'm allergic too, but I really love cats, but I'm super allergic to them.
You know how
And I was-
codependent I am? I dated a girl for 2 years who had 2 cats, and I had to take Benadryl every night I stayed over there. That's how fucking sick I am.
and
What's up? It
I
just
be
seems
asking
like
my
a.
wife, I'm like, hey, look. So they won't go to sleep. They're just running around the house with the zoomies or whatever. And I'm like, can I just crush some Benadryl up, put it in the wet food, and
Yeah, you
forget
totally
about
can.
it?
Yeah, Benadryl's not bad for animals. I mean, you have to give them small dosage, but they're okay.
It's fine.
Oh, hey!
Hey.
Oh,
I
look at
thought
this.
that was you, Dan.
Hey, no, it's Tanner and Harvey.
Wait, is that the ship one?
I don't know. I haven't
It's
looked at that.
the
Cthulhu
Kraken
one.
or Cthulhu.
I just got my ship one in, and look, you might know this. The font is that Team with Titans font?
I have no idea what that
Okay,
is.
yeah, that's fucking gay as
The
hell.
fuck
Anyway,
is Tea with Titans?
but no, the font.
I know,
That's from Teen Titans, isn't it?
No, they didn't know what Teen Titans was.
I
until
mean,
showed
Max
up.
would. Max plays
Yeah.
D&D.
Doesn't mean he likes Teen. He's not a DC fella. He's not like. Oh, I
Look,
really like
look. I'm gonna
DC.
tell you, I'm more excited for this Zack Snyder's Justice League coming out.
I already
March 18th.
saw the movie once. Like, why see a movie a second time? It was crap the first time. It's gonna be crap the
I
second
don't get. I
time.
don't. What is it? A different? Is it the
But
same?
it's like they added a few extra scenes. Like,
It-
oh hey,
That's
we
it?
like
It's just a
added-
re-release?
Long.
It's like 4 hours long. I gotta lie.
Jesus.
I
I haven't
got
seen
something to
any
do.
DC movies that were good since like what's the one with Heath Ledger?
Shazam's good.
Heath
And
Ledger?
Aquaman are good.
Oh,
Dark Knight.
Yeah, Dark Knight. I haven't seen
Honestly,
anything that I
like-
like since then.
I would say Shazam does it right. They really do a good job of making a good superhero movie because they don't try as hard as the other DC movies. They don't try to make a big name, a big a foothold into a DC cinematic universe. Shazam just kind of like does its own thing, and it does it excellent. It does the jokes right. It
That's
does
what
the
DC
action
has
right,
always done.
story right. No,
That's
that's
why-
the thing. DC's been having that trouble. They kind of like they couldn't understand what they were doing. Like they didn't understand the property they had. Like they didn't know how to make Superman, or Batman really well. And so I feel like that's the big sacrifice, like the big issue with them. They're not going to have that cinematic universe because they're not willing to learn their material. They're not willing to learn their properties, and they're
This is
not
bad
willing to truly understand
Content.
them.
DC's the worst. Dan, I thought this was you.
It's not. It's Tanner.
Look. Let me see this part of your
He's
mustache.
got no mustache. Like,
No,
oh yeah,
right
he
there
does. He
in the
does.
middle.
I mean, mine doesn't meet either, but
Yeah.
Tanner's is worse.
Look.
Yeah,
And
it
these-
looks
these
like
are
Tanner
Barbies.
and Harvey. It looks like Tanner and Harvey.
I'm
I was like,
conscious of that.
I don't know how Hitler did it. Like, I don't know how he did.
It's kind
that
of
little-
amazing that he could grow it right there because all my homies can't grow it right there.
I
It's
think
pretty
it was a
incredible.
I
Curse
even
of Hitler.
find out
Only
my
racist
hair
people
grows
can grow.
everywhere.
Only,
Does
only.
yours not grow in your cheeks?
Mine doesn't. I don't have very much hair.
I've
Yeah,
had
mine
to-
doesn't
I've
grow
had to
past
train this
my
up
jaw.
here.
John calls it our redneck genes. So
Yeah, I got white trash jeans too. It doesn't grow past my chin line, and it doesn't grow in right here.
So okay, I have a notepad of stuff we wanted to talk about, or what I wanted to talk about. All those drunk stories, party stories.
Yeah. Two stroke Steve.
Dude, yeah, that was one of them.
You gonna tell
So
that?
I was
Whoa.
notorious.
Let me tell
Father-
it.
Hang on, Father, Son, Holy Spirit. I was notorious for stealing liquor from this motherfucker.
Nah, I mean,
when you
maybe.
point like that, it looks like you're pointing.
Yeah,
at
yeah,
me.
you were. Actually, you were pretty bad about it. If I had a bottle, you'd fucking just like commandeer the shit like
Hey,
it was a damn ship
if it-
from the 18th century.
If it makes you feel any better,
It's
it
an
wasn't just
indirect
me, it was
kiss.
anybody.
Why would you guys do an indirect kiss?
It could be my
This is
parents.
before COVID.
It could be me.
Oh.
It could be. It could have been like Jesus Christ himself. I'd have been like, "Hey, you turn that water to wine. That's mine."
That's mine. It's
Well,
mine
You
wine.
can make as much wine as you want. Like it's like, here, have some more wine. Oh, thank you. This is my wine. Can you make me some more? And he'd make you some more. And he's like, okay, I've had enough wine. I don't want to die from alcohol poisoning. Thank you, Jesus. Let
Well,
me
I did
drink
it
this.
this
Giggle, 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 giggle. I don't know how to make a fake. cookie, so.
He's never drank. He's never been drunk before, dude.
I have. I only get drunk
Right.
on my birthdays, though. Like,
Yeah,
typically,
I
it's
don't-
pretty rare.
I don't think
So-
I've ever
so
seen you
wha-
really drink
what-
at all.
Why
Yeah,
do
I
y'all
try
call me
not to.
Two Stroke
Yeah.
Steve?
Let me tell it.
That's all it takes to get you off, I assume. Sorry,
No, let me tell.
everybody.
I'll tell it. So, I don't know. This has been 5-6 years ago. I had this little back house, little like 1-bedroom back house that we just fucking raged at every night of the week for.
We
I don't
had
know, 6
Wretched,
months.
Wretched, and there were some other
Oh, yeah, we
bands.
had
there.
some bands that came through and
Big
stayed
Wretched's
there.
a big death metal band, dude.
Yeah. We partied in this little tiny fucking house. I mean, it must have been 400 square foot or something. It was fucking tiny, and we would rage there. We'd have like 30-40 people like in the house, in the fucking yard, like. And there during this time period, like, I had to take care of my little bit of my backyard or whatever. And so like one day after partying, I'm like gonna weed eat after mowing my yard, right? And there's like an empty tequila bottle, and I need to make like 2-stroke fuel for weed eater, right? I don't have a second gas can, so I'm like, oh, there's this like empty tequila bottle. I'll just make it in that. So I'm like weed eating it, and then Steven comes over or wakes up. I don't remember. He was either had passed out on my couch or had
No,
come back
yeah, what
over.
it- what
You
it
were
was
still
is-
drunk.
Is what you're talking about had happened the day before. We had partied, and I woke up. Everybody else was passed out, and I go outside to smoke a cigarette.
Yeah. And he
And-
finds this bottle of tequila with this green fucking liquid in it, which is gasoline and oil mixed together. And he's like, oh shit, sick. And he fucking takes like a couple good gulps and he realizes it starts burning, I guess. And I come back to the porch with the weed eater to get more gas or whatever. And he's just like, and I'm
No.
like, what the fuck? Did you drink it? And
It wasn't
maybe-
even like that, dude. Y'all were passed out. I was sitting there smoking a cigarette. I took a drink, and I was like, took another drink, and I finished my cigarette, and then like an hour tops later, y'all wake up, and I'm like, dude, that
Oh, is that what
whatever
it was?
whatever was in that bottle did not taste good. And yeah,
We went to the lake that day, and all day long he was burping. And he'd be like, "Oh, it tastes like gas. Oh, it tastes like gas."
dude, it
Just like-
smelled like gas in your car.
It was fucking gas. Of course it did.
I feel at what point when you were drinking this did you not smell the gas? Like when it was in your before it even reached
I'm
your
not-
mouth,
Okay,
did it not smell like did the taste not like make you think, oh hey,
it tasted like fire, and I agree and understand your logic, but you've never been an alcoholic.
I guess that is true. I have never, and I guess I would never understand drinking gasoline then.
Dude, back when we lived together, me and Dan, I was drinking like a handle of whiskey a day.
Is that true? Is that true, Dan?
This dude's room was was the craziest shit
I
I've
don't
ever
even
seen,
wanna
bro.
talk about that, man.
I know it was gnarly. It was gnarly.
It was bad.
Not to embarrass you, but
I mean, you're not.
we
Well,
were
no,
all
sir.
bad though. We were all fucking. I mean, we were doing coke
look.
every night.
Look,
Dudes would stay up till like 6 a.m. playing fucking dice in our living room. You just hear click, 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 click.
Hey,
He's
hey,
like-
it was Sparkle. It wasn't dice.
Sparkle, whatever. It's still
Yeah,
dice.
that was a really fun game. But look, so
No,
you've got
It's not. Sparkle is not a fun game. What?
Yeah,
the-
On cocaine, it is.
it's because you're not good at it. So you've got me living here, Dan's here, then you've got Troy and Zane.
Guys are
So I love liquor. Dan does what he does.
Which is
Zane-
everything.
Oh.
Opiates, cocaine.
Same for
Well,
Zane. And then you've got Troy, who
Fucked
say
everybody's
too much
girlfriend.
about,
I'm just
but-
kidding.
Hey,
Yeah.
what?
I said fucked other people's girlfriends.
what?
Oh man, we're gonna get like this.
No, I'm just kidding.
Are you talking about who I think you're talking about?
Probably, but we should keep going.
Wait, but I'm gonna say one thing. Was it? Does that have anything to do with it? That doesn't remind you of her.
Oh yeah.
It starts with a.
This is just turning into a shit taco fest. We shouldn't do
Yeah,
this.
Yeah,
Keep
yeah.
going.
Because I love all those dudes, man. And
I
they're
do
just
too. I
really
love 'em
good.
all.
And Zane just got a mullet, by the way.
Sick.
I wish
No
I wish
idea
I
what's
could grow a
going on.
mullet.
You can.
Actually,
You already
I
have it
don't
going on,
have a
buddy.
mullet.
You can
Yeah, you
just
pretty much do. Just shave the top.
How is it
Yeah.
a mullet, dude? Like, look,
you
look,
can
It's
get a
not-
mullet. It's not
it's
hard.
all shaved.
Yeah, just
It's not.
yeah,
a
you're
mullet.
already almost there. You just gotta shave the top.
You just need to
Cut
get
off
some
the
gang
top.
signs shaved into the back of it, and you can look real sick.
I was thinking about just getting like a line or something. I don't know. Look, dude,
I can do it for free if you want me
these
to.
scars.
Yeah.
Sounds
These
terrible.
We were
scars.
talking about DC earlier, and you know how on Dark Knight the Joker's like, "You want to know how I got these scars?"
Yeah.
My buddy got him and Al Pacino mixed up, and he's like, "Do you want to know how I got these scars, man?" But anyways, that's Jason Smith right there.
I don't remember who that is.
He played bass for your dad.
Oh
I know
yeah,
Jason
yeah.
Smith.
He's on.
Oh yeah, he lives here now.
Yeah,
Didn't he-
Toad's Wild
Oh.
Ride or something like
Yeah,
that.
Mr. Toad's Wild Ride. Yeah.
I was over there one night and had just gotten beat up by Kadra's friend because I was a dopehead and shitty, whatever. Go over to their house and they have a little tiny dog, and I hate little tiny dogs, dude. I really hate
Me
them
too.
a lot. And apparently I
Except
got
for
so
Lady.
drunk- She's not a
Let's
little
see,
tiny
lady.
dog.
Let's see.
Oh, she's
Bring
right
lady
here.
in
I
the
haven't seen her in forever.
come here. Puppy. Oh.
You probably wouldn't even
Sorry.
remember me.
Oh, she remember you, dude. She remembers Tanner. She remembers everybody.
Dude, it's been ages. You remember the last time I hung out with you before the concert the other night was when I was living in that house with the tech dudes over on like 34, like right across
That
from
little
Obar.
like back house or little like efficiency.
Well, no, I was in no. That was the one you helped me move into. It
Oh,
was
the
before
behind
that.
craft house.
And you took me to I forgot that you helped me move into that little fucking shitty apartment.
Mhm.
but it was just a block away from that one shitty apartment. You
Oh,
took
yeah, I
Long
remember that.
John's
I remember that.
trailers, and we were hanging out over there in those trailers with Coulter and them.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that was the last time we hung out. That's like
I'm-
7 years ago.
You guys need to hang out more, I would say. Is there any way we can get this to happen? Can we get you
I
guys
mean,
together?
I mean,
I'm
we're
trying
doing
to
it
do
now. We're literally doing it right now. So
But
Dude, we've literally known each other forever. I've been telling Bridget about like the jackass shit we used to do.
you know
I was
that's
gonna
on
say,
YouTube
I
still.
kind of know
Yes,
John
I show
forever.
people that all the time.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you showed it to
Recipe
me.
for
Yeah.
disaster.
Grab ass.
Uh,
Yeah. So
Grab ass production.
Actually, Bam now looks just like Phil. He's really cute.
he really does, and he
He
just
kinda
fucking
got
went
his-
through a relapse,
saw-
and it's
I
fucking
have the lazy
sad,
eye,
dude.
don't-
It is.
Look
I
at
feel
look
really
how
bad
my
about
hands
him.
are. I have the lazy eye, man. I get it.
What are we doing?
But
Lazy, yeah.
dude, and Smiley, I feel like he hates you.
Who?
No, we're cool. We're cool. We're just
We're-
not close like we used to be.
Who's
Meeting has been
Smiley?
upgraded by the host and now includes unlimited minutes.
Oh,
It's
good.
saying that on yours.
Yeah,
Dan
it
said
thinks
that.
all of us.
I'm not getting that.
Oh, weird.
That's
Look
okay.
at this.
Do you have a premium membership?
I
in
mean,
Zoom?
I've got a premium Snapchat. Do you guys want to subscribe?
Oh, sure.
do you
Do I
really?
get to see?
Yeah, it's just me
Penis?
playing really sad songs I wrote.
Oh, yeah. There's no penis, and what am I putting my $5 towards?
dude.
I
My-
did.
my
Okay, this
daughter
is
was doing
something
it
I
last
did
night.
want to mention.
She
Um,
told her best friend. Her best friend moved to like Ohio or something, and her friends. We went to eat at the Block for a celebration for them doing amazing in basketball. They got second place.
So
The team that beat them, like literally, y'all remember Space Jam?
No.
You remember how bad the Monstars beat the Looney Tunes before
they
they
fucked
drank
them up.
Mike?
Oh, they won! Shit!
No. But the first half, like they beat them like that. They were limping, bleeding, bruised. It was bad, dude.
They had anal seepage, I heard.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
not
Well,
my.
I mean,
that's not
oh,
my Monstars.
That's some like mythology around Space Jam that a lot of people don't actually know about is that they had anal seepage the whole game. And if they actually would have cut down to the floor, you would have seen like liquid all over the basketball court, but they didn't, they chose not to include that in the final release.
You know what? That's really
I don't
racist,
think
and you're lucky.
I don't think I can watch it. I was gonna see this.
That's racist, and you're lucky that I'm saving your name and I'm not getting anti-Semitic like I have. the
Wait,
past
how is
few
it racist? They're cartoons.
Yeah,
just because I'm trying to
If anything,
save myself from
they massacred my girl, bro. Like they destroyed my
Oh,
childhood.
yeah.
and
she
They took
doesn't
away
have
the
tits.
reason why I'm a furry today.
Daniel.
Well,
because of Lola
actually,
Bunny.
she was never that well developed. I feel like I
Daniel.
don't remember her very well, but I don't remember her being super developed to a point where I
Daniel.
was just like,
What's Skelly?
How do you feel about comedians and Jews?
"Oh, it's not." This is the third time you brought this up, buddy.
I mean, there's
First
a bunch that I
time
like
I
a
can-
lot.
I can kind of see where maybe the first time it's like,
Who are your top 3 favorite comedians
Currently,
or funny movie people?
I mean, I'm way more of a comedian person. My top 3 currently, off the top of my head, I mean, I love all of them. Recently, most recently, it's been like Mark Norman, Tim Dillon, Dan Soder. Those are my 3 right now. But I fucking love Theo Vaughn, Bobby Lee, Andrew Santino. Like, there's a bunch I really like, and I
Do
listen.
you like Bert Kreischer?
Yeah, I like Bert.
Have you seen
Bert,
The Cabin?
Yeah, I like The Cabin. I like The Cabin.
Dude,
They
that was really
fucked. They
funny.
fucked. The only thing I didn't like is the episode where they had Big J Okerson. They cut like all of his lines, and he's one of my favorites. Like, and they made him look not funny, and he's way fucking funnier than Anthony Anderson or whatever the
You
fuck
make
that
me
dude's
really
name is.
uncomfortable with the gloves.
Yeah, but dude, listen to Legion of Skanks. That shit, they're so fucking funny, dude. Like, I've cried laughing before listening to Legion of Skanks. Like,
Dude, that's what Pepper, the horse guy, always tells me to listen to.
yeah, it's great.
That
If you
and-
like raunchy shit, they're fucking raunchy.
Hometown?
And they, huh?
Come Town?
Come Town's great. Nick Mullen, yeah. That's pretty raunchy too.
Matt and Shane.
Shangulus. Yeah, Matt and Shane's great too.
Dude, I'll be
Yeah.
listening to that, and like at work, I've got my phone right here in my jacket or vest or whatever, and dude, I have to turn it down all the time because
It's fucking raunchy, dude.
like
Yeah.
they think I get bad. Okay, so what I was getting at is have you ever realized how many famous comedians or funny people are Jewish?
There's a lot. Yeah. I mean, there's probably something to be said about like, okay, like so there's I don't know if you ever heard of the study of epigenetics, but like they're
What?
starting to epigenetics.
How
So
do you
there's
spell that?
it's like
EPI?
basically epic genetics, but without a C, epigenetics.
Okay.
Basically, it's a study of how like what your grandparents went through, what they experienced in life, like their trauma, even like maybe their diet, some of the things they've experienced could actually influence your parents' genes and be influencing your genes.
See, now I'd understand it if
knew
it's like
Fucking
I would
it's an
understand like diet
anti-Holocaust.
affecting your DNA. I guess stress levels would
Yeah, man.
also affect it, but I mean it would carry
It's
on
an
down the gene.
anti-Holocaust. They're like,
well, it's like
"Look,
who knows?
we've been
Humor
through
humor and creativity as a coping mechanism could have been something that people in the Holocaust learned, and then it passed down genetically, and so that's why there's so many people that are in those positions. You know what I
You
mean?
got,
It's
like,
interesting.
Adam Sandler, Will Ferrell, John C.
Seth
Riley,
Rogen.
Seth Rogen. Dude, the list goes on and on. The dude who met Mel Brooks.
I mean, and this theory is all contingent upon if you believe the Holocaust actually happened.
I thought I was crazy because I've never researched this.
So
I've never even
I'm
heard
done for the night. I'm gonna go. I'll see you just later.
Just kidding. The
Oh.
Holocaust definitely happened.
Dude,
You're upset
look,
about it, right? Like,
back in the
it
day,
upsets
you
you,
remember Kelly
right?
Moe?
That's what I need to know. The Holocaust upset you guys. I want to make sure.
you remember
that-
Yeah, of
remember
course,
Kelly
of
Moe?
course. Yeah, I remember Kelly Moe. Bass player.
We
We keep naming people's full names on here, and it makes me very uncomfortable because I don't do that on my podcast. Like, and I really try not to name drop anybody because I'm like,
Yeah.
I'll just explain like a quick. Sorry, that's a little meta, but or not meta, but
I don't
Meta.
even know what that means, but
Meta's a good way to put it.
okay. If
Breaking the
they're gonna
fourth
get
wall.
mad about it, get
Yeah,
mad
I
at
don't
me.
know.
They can come fight me. Whatever, dude. Back in the day, me and him used to do a lot of
You're
stuff
not
together,
in the
and I would
town,
get
so
really,
how would
really
they fight
hypey.
you? You'd have
I
to
would
be
get
in
really
Lubbock.
hypey. Kanan would be there, and I'd be like, you know what? I don't believe in anything. I don't believe in religion. Nothing, dude. There's nothing saying that, like, okay, I know
It's a rough life.
physically, I know that if I went out this wall right here, there would be my yard, woods, but there's nothing proving that there is, right?
Right.
So
we know we exist, but everything after that is up to interpretation.
so
basically.
who
That's
am I
true.
to say that anything in history has actually happened just because someone told me?
Well, that's a worrisome way to go down.
Look, I'm not justifying that. I'm just saying back then when I would get
Are you a Holocaust denier, Steven, or was that what we're getting into?
yes, yeah, no, back in the day I would and be like, look, who's
Gonna go this
when did
way.
this happen?
The gang convinces Steven the Holocaust happened.
Let's
When-
try it. The first
Just, I mean,
time,
with
I
stuff
mean,
like that, though, the amount of evidence
Probably
is
Kelly
like,
has to be.
there's
He's
not.
got to be Jewish.
I mean, I think there's enough evidence and enough, like, honestly, just enough everything to prove.
I mean, there's still
the
people alive
Holocaust.
today that were survivors of it,
Exactly.
that have memories. I
mean,
you can't deny that.
You're
World War
right.
II
You're
did
right.
happen,
And there's not enough incentive for people to lie like on that scale. You know what I mean?
and then. for
But I get
this
what you're
amount of
saying. I get what
time-
you're saying. That like nothing other than what you experience in your life, everything else is up to interpretation and like, but there are
Okay,
like
okay,
agreed
Going
upon.
towards
if
maybe
some
quantum
grandma came
physics
up to
kind of
me-
situation.
Some grandma.
Well, this is
came up to
we're
me-
picking the worst topic to have this conversation about. Like it literally could be
No,
anything
no,
else.
No,
And
no,
Oh,
no.
Because of what we picked to
Look,
talk about.
I was like, I like this theory is I've got like
Grandma Goldstein comes up to me and says, "Hey, I was number 00013." I'd be like, "Okay, I believe you." But okay,
I know you don't want us to see you as a racist. I know you don't want us to see you as racist. I understand like that passion. Like, hey, I don't want you guys to think I don't believe in the Holocaust. But
It
when you add
definitely
that
sounds like it.
It's that but is kind of like, Oh, but you know what? A thing I like to say
Okay,
about
okay. Look it. Have you ever met a Christian?
No.
yes, I'm Christian. I believe I do believe in Jesus, and
Why?
I mean it just makes life easier. To be honest
That's
with you,
blind faith.
I mean in general. Okay, so let me ask you this: purely hypothetically, let's say there's a situation. God is either real or he's not real. If you don't believe in God, no benefit. If you believe in God, oh hey, you get to go to heaven if he is real.
Mm.
So really, if you think of that, there's you got the God side, and you got the not believing God side. It's a safer choice to believe in God in case the chances of him being real are real. And then guess what happens? Plus, I just kind of like the idea of someone giving you eternal love. Like it just kind of is a nice concept to have someone, just constantly believing in you. It's really,
Mhm.
I have to admit, I've had a lot of moments in my life where I've suffered from depression, from bad situations in my life. And in all honesty, it's God that's got me through it. It's just the concept of loving God has got me through it. And I mean, I firmly believe that Christians, there are a lot of Christians that kind of ruin God. Like they have this ideology where it's like, hey, you have to follow these rules. God isn't about rules. God isn't about, hey, don't be a sinner. God's about love. And if you generally love God, you're going to try and do your best because the Bible isn't to you know, keep you from doing sin. It's to just generally make your life better. Killing people makes your life kind of shitty, and so
God
it just
kills
makes it
people.
easier.
Old
It's just kind
Testament
of like,
literally killed the world because they didn't do what he said.
yeah, but that's like, I mean, I feel like with the Bible, a lot of times it was written by people who didn't really have a good comprehension of the existence. Like now we've gotten a much better idea, but in all honesty, when you compare a being that's omnipotent, can you really can you really even understand it? Like, can we ever
We
really
can't
understand
now.
it?
We can't now with
Yeah,
all of the developments
exactly.
in science. We can't.
Can we
And like,
really understand existence in general? We can't. And so it's not really,
That's how we're
I
gonna
might
get into our main topic: spirituality, God, and shit. Um, Let me think. The main
so well,
what I
bounce off
love
of
about God is the fact that He gave us free will, and that used to piss me off.
that.
If He just wants
especially
us to do what He wants us to do, like follow the 10 Testaments or go to hell,
commandments.
whatever. I don't give a shit, dude. Whatever. Okay, but the free will thing, it's because He wants us to actually love Him, not just like, oh, I love you, God, but no, real love.
Choose
You
it.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not,
It's
no, no,
like
not choose it. Like you can't choose that kind of love.
you have to get free
That's
will so that you
falling
can
in love.
have so love can have actual value to it. Because if
Yeah.
you're
Yep.
just made to love something,
It's not love.
you're not gonna love. Just
And
like
that's
when
not free will.
parents,
No.
it's just
And
like
that's
when
not
parents
love.
like force their kids to love God. It's not real love. And I think that's why a lot of times people choose to reject God because they're rejecting their parents' beliefs, they're rejecting this and that. You haven't really gotten a good understanding of, hey, maybe this is for me, maybe this isn't for me, but you know what? I should be the one to choose what I love and what I believe in. And I mean, honestly, that's kind of the beautiful part about it all, is you don't
Have you
necessarily
ever
have to
looked
believe in
into
God.
the other like okay, Jesus
The
born from a
religions.
virgin, died
Virgin
for
birth?
everyone's sin. Every religion pretty much has that story.
Not
Very
every,
popular.
but there are a bunch. Yeah.
Pretty
Yeah, I
much
was gonna say
everything.
is I mean Hinduism.
Let me point out an argument that I've recently kind of heard about that's really interesting to me. Have you ever heard about the argument for God with altruism? It's
With
like
what?
altruism is like a random person saves somebody and it does not benefit them. It does not do anything for them, but they do it just out of the goodness of their nature, right? So if there is no God and there is no consequences for doing bad or good, then why do people perform acts of altruism all around the world all the time? We all have done it. No, it's not blind faith. It's
It's
not
not.
blind faith.
No, that's a good point to bring up.
Morals.
Is
But
now is it
Morals.
I get that, and I do agree. Like it might not be religion, but it's like, why do we do these good deeds? Why, without expecting reward, out of our own sacrifice, our own energy?
I'm holding myself back. I want to hear what Dan's.
Oh, sorry.
Well, no, I mean that's the whole argument pretty much is like
It's
that
morals.
that points
It's
yeah, but that points to the fact that there is some positivity, there is some love, there is some kind of force for good in the universe. Because if there was no good in the universe, then we would just be fucking wild animals, and there would be no point in doing anything good for anybody.
Okay.
Well, I would say that I like that argument. I do like it.
I don't know if I agree with it or disagree with it. It's just an interesting perspective on it.
I have a shitload of cats, and yeah, sometimes a sister and brother might try to do it with each other.
Man, you know, you get your fucking cats fixed, dog.
But we have been, and the two females we just got fixed disappeared. Hashtag we miss you, Sally. Look, she took a little selfie.
Poor kitty.
Fucking hate cats.
Oh, dude.
We fucking hate you.
I love all animals. I just don't. I'm not a cat person.
You're not a cat person. I can understand that.
Look, I'm never dating a cat person.
You remember how our house was in Lubbock?
What about us, Dan?
Covered in dog shit.
Y'all are dog people.
I can be a cat person.
Look, but anyways,
but y'all have dogs.
That's true.
It's morals. It's instincts. Animals are bred with them. They know not to eat their own children unless it helps.
That's what I'm saying.
Benefits.
That's
them.
what
Quite a few animals eat their own children.
But that's different. That's different because it benefits their genetic line, their genetic heritage. Yeah. Altruism is when we do good things and it does not benefit us, and we sacrifice ourselves just to be good, and it happens all the time.
Actual harm to ourselves by expending energy. And
it does no good for us. It doesn't benefit us.
Save someone. Exactly. So I think like it's.
Do you think if your upbringing had never told you not to, would you find it wrong to be a pedophile?
I honestly don't find children attractive, so I'm against it. I think it's kind of gross.
Morals, instincts. It's bred into our DNA. It's not a religion.
I believe it's higher power. It might be nurtured into us, not necessarily in your DNA. Because the argument for that is there are a lot of different cultures, and different cultures value different things and have different expectations.
Dude, I'm 95% sure you could go to the backwoods of Africa, find a little it's not a cult. I don't know what you would call it, but find the ones that do the stereotypical South Park, whatever.
That's kind of racist, buddy.
They would not be doing the stuff they do on Epstein Island.
Now, I will say this, though. Back in their history, and Edgar Allan Poe is a great example of this. Married a 13-year-old.
Yeah.
I mean,
how old was he?
He was not 13. He was a little bit older. Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, he's just a bit
early. There's not even that far back. I mean, Jerry Lee Lewis in the 60s married his like 14-year-old cousin. Elvis had married his like 14-year-old cousin or 13-year-old cousin, or 13-year-old wife, whatever.
But I do believe
it's fucked. I mean, it's fucked. For most of history, that was pretty fucking normal, which is crazy.
It's because they didn't have that morality. It wasn't a concern for them. They didn't think about it because I mean, honestly, the longevity back then was pretty limited. I mean, you're not gonna live to like 60, and I mean, might as well have a few generations of kids. But in honesty, I don't know. It's kind of I feel like it's a concept higher than what we're capable of really going into good detail with. Like I think honestly, like especially with morality, I believe that yes, there are some things in like your DNA makes a big difference. It makes you more receptive to certain lessons, certain things in your lives that you would be
of DNA,
more into.
Daniel, is
like
Jewish a race or religion?
Yeah. Both.
Is it really both?
Yeah, it's both.
It is.
It's one of the only ones that's both. I mean, Islam isn't a race, but Judaism, being Jewish is a race, People
And
from
the
Israel
culture.
that trace their heritage back to Israel, and also Judaism is a religion. It's both. It's one of the only ones that's both.
So
Theocracies,
being here in West Texas, all of us, the main religion follows the King of the Jews.
Yeah.
What's up with that?
What? Oh,
What's up with that?
well,
Do we need to explain Jesus being Jewish to you?
No.
I,
What? Okay,
it's a kind of a complicated
guess you need
story.
to, because I understand.
Okay, well, Jesus was a Jew. He was
He's
born.
Egyptian.
No,
He's,
what?
well, he's
There
not
were
really.
Jerusalem is in
Yeah.
Egypt.
I'd say
In
he's
Israel.
I was gonna say, yeah. I
Whatever,
would say-
dude. It's in Egypt.
well, actually,
Africa.
Egypt's a country, and then Israel's a country. Well, they're both in the Middle East. They're still like.
And then they
country.
portrayed Jesus as white. He would.
That's wrong.
That's
Yeah.
wrong.
He'd
He
have
wouldn't
been
be
very ugly.
Anglo-Saxon.
He'd have been very dark. Hashtag painfully Caucasian.
He would actually be more, I guess, like in the Bible, that actually describes him more as Middle Eastern. Like it goes in pretty good detail.
Okay. So, how is he the king of the Jews? He didn't go through the bar mitzvah, the thing where they read the Torah. They have the little thing. They're like,
That's my goodness. Well, we can. There are several really good videos
Am I
about the
really
history
that
of Judaism, and I would recommend like learning the history.
Like you're just
It's
trolling
fascinating
us. Like
history.
we grew up in church. together.
No,
You should
I'm
know
not
this.
trolling.
I'm hoping.
really
I'm
not
hoping you're trolling us.
And I did grow up in church,
Mhm.
but I'm saying, dude,
I did grow up in church.
I got that
look,
shirt.
look, you and we grew up in church
Yeah.
together so much. Like I remember we would sit there and draw pictures together,
Mhm.
bored in church. I would draw pictures of Kiss, but instead of I would draw like them playing in a band, and it would say Kiss, but it would say Kids in Saving Saints, just so it would be more Christian.
Yeah.
Like, but
Kids in
I
Saving
just don't
Saints?
I don't understand it.
I'd say like maybe kids need no. I guess yeah. I don't know if you could fit
Yeah,
a good.
I don't know. I was like maybe like 8 or something like that. But dude, really, okay, the King of the Jews is the leader of the Christian religion, and he is a way better person than at least 75% of people I know that follow him.
What? No, okay, so I would recommend like there are a lot of good material to research on the history of Judaism, the history of Christianity. They're both pretty fascinating subjects. I'm probably not going to be the best to like honestly with research material. I've not studied Judaism as in depth. Now Mika, she actually is Jewish, and she actually like her mother's Jewish, like part Jewish, and they actually go into great history of the Judaism and the different culture.
It's one of the oldest
things.
religions on the planet.
Exactly. Yeah, it's
If not the
fascinating.
oldest.
See, that's awesome to me, and I would like to have her as a real guest on here. But
We'll say that you
Christianity
watch
doesn't
this
do that,
episode.
man. All they do is say like, you do this, you'll go to heaven. You
See, that's a
okay, you do this,
misconception.
you go to heaven. You do this, you go to hell. But you can ask for forgiveness
See,
and still
that's
go to
a
heaven.
misconception. Really, the thing is with Christianity is you are the reason why you get to go to heaven is because you accepted Jesus, that he made the sacrifice for you. So you believe in Jesus making that sacrifice. It kind of cleanses you of the sins because you've accepted that he made that sacrifice for you. That's
That
why
is
you
the
go to
most.
heaven.
That's
But
the most.
you're not actually going to hell for sins. Like you're not like no one's
That is the most
perfect.
bullshit reason to accept death, in my
Right.
opinion.
And in all honesty,
You're like, okay,
Christianity
if we die,
shouldn't
there
be
could be
about.
nothing.
Well, yeah.
I
but
don't like
Christi-
that. So we're gonna say this.
And see, this is one big thing I really despise about, modern day Christianity is a lot of people believe that it's about, am I going to hell or not? Or what am I going to do in the afterlife? It's not. Honestly, it's just kind of a nice thing to have a, a belief system where you have that support in your life, where you have, a constant thing that always is going to be in your life. Jesus, the concept of Jesus, even if you don't know if he's real or not, it's a constant thing in your life. It's that support you have. You have someone that's going to love you and watch out for you. If you're a Christian, he's still going to love you and watch out for you. If you're not a Christian, it doesn't matter. You're still going to be loved and you're still going to be watched out for. But in all honesty, I mean, just you're not believing in God because you want these benefits. You want these things.
You
You're
can't
just loving
believe in one
God
or the
because you're
other.
grateful. It's kind of like it should be gratitude is why you love God, not for
Jesus,
objects.
the Jesus we know is made up by white people. All religions, in my opinion, are extremely accurate. They all kind of coincide the same story. It's just different perspectives from different
Bro, I
time.
feel like you just watched Zeitgeist one time and then you just like
Yeah.
have like let it become your.
Because
No,
I'll
I've
be
been
honest
thinking
with you,
about this for a
there's
Let me
while.
chime in for a
differences.
little bit. So, you kind of asked me on here to like talk about my spirituality. So I'm gonna chime in for a little bit.
I love that. Yeah. I wanna hear you
Yeah.
say.
So this is my perspective on it. Like, and it took me a long time to get to this point, but like, I think a big flaw in like the way people try to understand Christianity or just any religion in general is that they come to think that God is like some external thing when that's like not what God is. Like,
Right.
like even in the Christian perspective, God is omniscient, omnipresent. Well, what is the universe? Everything that could ever exist, every person, every conscious thought, everything is inside the universe. The universe is God. New Age stuff, they like the universe is sending you vibes. The universe, what kind of message did the universe give you? It's the same shit. It's the same shit we're trying to do with science. We're trying to just explain this, right? And so,
Exactly.
like to me, religions are the same thing. They're trying to explain this, the universe, God,
Yeah.
whatever you call it. And so, like to me, like no one has a patent on like God or the universe. Like no one has.
It's true.
Like to me, I think that like a Hindu's path to God and their understanding of it and their personal experience with it in their life and in their experiences in life and everything else, like that's God to them and that's right to them. And to me, like it's maybe Jesus, to you, maybe something else. Like, and I don't really believe that anybody's right or wrong. I don't
Yeah.
really like. I mean, it's like, like our belief and our unconscious thought is so fucking powerful. I mean, there's all kinds of studies on what's it called? Um,
I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about. But
what's the term they use when they do like research? God damn it, I always forget this word.
I got the concept you're talking
When
about.
they give you like fake medicine and you have like a
The
reaction
placebo
to it.
effect.
Placebo. Thank you. God damn, I never can think of placebo. Placebo is really powerful. Like placebo effect is so powerful that people have been cured of like very light forms of skin cancer by just thinking that they were getting a cure. And so like,
Power
to
of the
me,
mind.
it's like, and like even new age stuff talks about chaos magic, right? Where like, and that's like, pagan beliefs and all kinds of stuff. Like, yeah, and our beliefs, we manifest things, and like, I think the thing that I don't think that stops when your body's dead. Like, I don't think that has anything to do with your body. It has something to do with your consciousness, right? And we're just like these little vessels in time and space. But like, once this like vessel's gone, like that consciousness just keeps going to the universe, manifesting whatever belief. You know what I mean? And maybe it's hell, maybe it's heaven, maybe it's both.
Maybe it's reincarnation.
Maybe it's
Maybe
reincarnation. I don't know. I mean,
I've
been told I'm like a universalist in that way. Like for me, my path to like
Mm.
to God is like through 12 steps, through Jesus. I gotta go to
So
church
you don't
again.
read the Bible? You
Not
don't.
particularly. I don't have anything against it. Like I still I like worship music. Like when I wanna like experience God, that's how I experience him, is like through Christian worship and praying like in a Christian way. But like, my whole
Just because
spirituality is based in 12 steps, right?
Yeah.
Because that's how I got sober. And like, when I work with guys, sponsoring them, taking them through the steps, and the God thing's really difficult for
2
them.
seconds, Dan.
Wait, let me finish this. Let me finish this thought. I always ask them, I say, do you believe that there's something greater than you? That's a power greater than you? It doesn't have to be God or the universe, but do you think there's something bigger or greater than you? It
A
could be
stable force, like an
anything. And
existence.
if you can at least be honest with yourself, open-minded and willing to try to imagine that there is something greater than you, then like it's going to be all right. You know what I mean?
I like that.
Dan,
That's
Dan,
nice.
the 12 steps, are they the same ones that they use in AA, NA?
That's what that
That's
is.
what that. Yeah.
Okay, it's all the same 12 steps.
Yeah, same. Yeah.
Okay, so I tried to go to AA and I hated it because it felt
The
to me
God thing.
like, yeah, they were trying to use God to do it on that. But listening to your podcasts, dude, y'all are tripped out, man. Like I know y'all all used to be fucking out there, but holy shit, y'all are some wide-minded motherfuckers, and
Yeah, man.
you would love my life, dude. Love my wife. That's what I was getting at earlier is, okay, religion is stupid as fuck.
All of us.
We
There's
are
a
God.
chapter in the big book of Alcoholics Anonymous called "We Agnostics," and I think everybody should read it because the depiction of God in that chapter is that. Like, the first time I read that, like, that sold me. It sold me because it's like,
Send me a
there's
link, please.
just it's
What
a
do you
big
mean?
book of Alcoholics Anonymous. Yeah, I mean, I could probably find it online, but
Wait, no,
uh,
we are agnostics.
no, Alcoholics Anonymous, the actual book, like,
Yeah.
but it's called "We Agnostics" is chapter 3 in the book, but
I
Oh, okay.
believe they're on
but it-
audible.com.
But no,
too.
no,
yeah,
no.
it is.
Literally,
It's
we
for free
are
online.
God. We are God. You think about it, man. Literally, okay. This fork, my hand, made of the
Stab
same
yourself.
fucking thing.
Not cool.
Same atoms.
No.
Just a
Wait,
little
wait,
bit different
No,
arrangement.
when you look
yeah,
into it,
the
there's neutrons,
different
electrons,
amounts
protons.
of electrons,
Okay,
neutrons, and
but
protons.
it's still made of the same thing. Stars out there made
Well, I
of
mean,
the same
we're
thing. Air
space
right here
energy, I
made of the
guess.
same thing. We are literally all made of the same.
Well, and if you want to get really trippy with it, 99% of all matter is empty space. So
Yeah. Yeah.
we're really just empty
It's
space.
kind of like, yeah, I was gonna say. I mean, I guess you could say we're the weak nuclear force between the atoms, I guess,
Yeah.
kind of concept.
I get what he's saying though. I mean, that's
I
like
get
that what he's saying is like that's kind of contingent upon like Einstein's theory of relativity that everything is
Yeah.
just energy, right? And I believe that. I mean, we haven't proved that yet, but there's been a bunch of like physics like experiments that have like proved parts of it, and so they it's pretty much believed as fact now, but it's still theory because it's like how can you prove that? You'd have to
How can you really
test
get
everything in the universe to know that
Yeah.
everything is energy.
We
But,
don't
I mean,
really
it
have
is.
the technology to get us to the point of the speed of light at that point.
And
Right?
we
Yeah.
also don't have the technology to prove that God is real.
Yeah, but I
That's-
mean, Steven,
but
you
it's-
and I were in it. We both lived through a fucking crazy car wreck. Like, do you think that was just a coincidence that we lived through a fucking truck flipping 3 times that got thrown out? You
And
know
I
what I mean?
would,
Like,
and I would dare
I
say,
remember
I'm not
that
gonna convince.
vividly,
I
dude.
know I'm never gonna convince you of my own beliefs, but I'm just
Yeah.
saying, like, I don't believe in coincidences like that. Like, it's too fucking crazy. It's to
But see,
believe it
but
was a
see-
coincidence is way crazier than to believe like that
And-
there's some kind of something. You
But
know?
see, the thing is we're in the same boat. You're just like thinking that I'm over here and y'all are over here. I believe what y'all believe, man.
Yeah.
I
No, I
just
know,
don't believe in like there is this one is it omnipotent?
Well, I mean, do you believe that the universe is real?
Yes, no, that's what I'm saying. I believe
I'm a little.
that goes back to what I'm saying. Oh, the
Oh, that
universe,
reminds
we
me.
are made of the same thing.
So the whole concept of there's no way to prove God exists. I believe that's like, could we ever truly prove God exists? And if we do, then what's the point?
Okay,
'Cause
so
then
there's
at
a
that
really
point, there's no point of faith if you don't
To be
have
right.
God.
To be
Okay,
right.
there's a really cool fucking it's like I don't know if y'all have you ever seen Ex Machina or have you seen
Yeah.
it?
Yeah.
Okay, so the same people that wrote the same guy that wrote that wrote wrote this. It's not like a 1 season show called Devs, and it's fucking tripped out. But in this show, they come up with a quantum computer that is so powerful that it can simulate the entire universe. Like it's so powerful that they can look at the simulation of our own universe, and they can look back in time and forwards in time. And they can also it like, I don't want to run it if you guys ever want to watch it, but
I mean, in
basically
general, it's just like the concept of, calculating every statistic and
every experience in the known universe, every period of time, every person that lived, they like can look back and look at like, like hear Jesus talk, and they can like go forward in
sheer
time.
amount
Hey,
of electricity that was required for that.
Have you ever heard of
is-
numerology?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a trip. It's a trip. There's a lot of like stuff in old religious stuff too, in the Torah and the
wow.
Bible. And
Right before Santiago passed away, my wife did that for him. And
your wife murdered him.
Did she?
no, he died because he was really sad and alone and fat. But dude,
Was it
You're
drugs?
talking
with
about a
him?
cat or
no, he didn't do drugs,
as a
man.
person?
He worked in the oil field. He ran a network, 5 to 10 podcasts, and
Was he a
drank a
person?
lot of coffee. He helped me
He
get
had a
off
heart
dope.
attack, right?
No, we believe he had a stroke.
Fuck.
And
Well,
He's
it
like
was
2
just
years older than
Cogdale.
us.
Yeah, dude. He went
It's
to
crazy.
Cogdale, and he told us what had happened to him via text. And Bridget was like, "Dude, it sounds like he had a stroke." And I was like, "Dude," I told him that, and I was like, "Dude, don't go to Cogdale. Like, you need to go somewhere else." 2 days later, whatever. God damn it. Hang on. Oh no.
No,
Okay.
you
Yeah, sorry. But dude,
I don't think it.
are y'all
I
there?
don't think it,
God,
like. Yeah, if it would have done that, he would have kicked. It would have kicked us out.
hey, are y'all there? I'm still here.
But I have to admit, I agree with a lot of what you said. I did like
Okay.
it.
Wait. Hello?
Yeah, we can hear you. We can see you.
Okay.
You're good.
Cool. Yeah, no, but dude, he fuck, man. This is a
Daylight
really,
savings times tonight. Just a
Huh?
Oh
reminder.
shit! I gotta set all my clocks in the house. Son of a
fuck
biscuit.
daylight savings. Time's not real. I'm telling you, man.
But
Rick
I
and
guess
Morty's
that's
got
true.
man.
Rick and
It's
Morty.
relative.
Dude, no, you've been there. You've done psychedelics. It's
Yeah.
everything is connected.
And that's another thing that's like, to me, like a lot of my spirituality is based on my psychedelic experiences, man. I mean, like,
You know why
I-
praise and worship is so powerful?
Hmm.
The
Reddick and
types of
Chance?
vibrations they use. The
Reddick
music they
chanting
use.
is really
Like, okay, if you
I think
just
that's
go
just
in
true
there,
of all music. I mean, I've had similar experiences
is,
that I've
it
had
is,
in worship at other shows,
it's
playing shows. I feel that same way.
It is that vibration.
everything. Religion is bullshit. We're all connected. We are our own God.
I would say probably
I know what you're saying. Like, I
a
mean,
lot of responsibility on that concept.
I know what you're saying. I mean, like the concept of like, consciousness is all like one cohesive thing. We're all part of God. Like if we could perceive through everyone's consciousness in the entire universe at the same time, that would be what God would perceive. Like I get what you're saying. We're our own gods. Like we manifest our own reality. We manifest all these things.
But
At the
it's
same
so
time,
limited.
everyone else is
You can put
manifesting. So it's
good
like creating
stuff-
this.
Good vibes. It's the same thing as prayer.
Yeah, it's all
I
intention. It's all
would say
energy.
though, my
You're sitting there
concept
saying
with the
like,
whole
oh,
everyone is God thing is we are
Hilda's
so
fork could be
limited though.
bended. If y'all all tuned in with me and we said,
You really like that fork.
make this fork not bent, it would unbend. Do you know what I mean? That's
There is
putting
no
vibes
spoon.
out.
I don't
There
feel
is no
like
Matrix, God damn it.
That is the whole thing of the Matrix. I mean, you're
I-
right. I mean, that was the whole concept behind it. Is like We are
No,
plugged
it's-
into the matrix because we're in our bodies. Like the matrix
But I'm
is.
not even getting
You
into
know what's
that.
pretty
I could get into that
interesting
because I
about the
believe in that too.
Matrix is that originally they were going to make people as hard drives plugged into the Matrix instead of power sources because we're not, as a human being, we're not a very good power source. But back in the days of the Matrix when it was coming out, people didn't really have have a good concept of what a hard drive was
pee.
unless you were
Right.
really into a techie. And so they
Yeah.
made it as a power source. But originally it was supposed to be like a hard drive to
Mm.
store information. I
That
always
actually
found
makes
kind of
more
interesting.
sense. That
Yeah.
makes more sense.
Here-
I thought that was kind of a neat fact.
Y'all talk about that. I gotta go pee. Actually, the last time I watched The Matrix was one of the last times I did acid, and it was fucking amazing. But I gotta go pee real quick, and we're gonna come back and do some of these other topics because we could talk about this all fucking night, for
Yeah.
real. I like y'all will never convince me, and I'll never convince y'all. It is what it is.
I mean, we're talking
There
about the
is
same shit. We're
no-
splitting
yeah.
hairs.
Sport.
What I was gonna say is honestly, if we could
BRB.
convince, I'm a firm believer that you really can't convince someone of something. They have to make the conscious decision to believe what they're gonna believe in. Because you can push your rhetoric on someone, you can push as much as you want on someone, but in honesty, everybody kind of believes their own thing, and they're only gonna believe their own thing. I mean, unless some kind of major event happens, such as you guys in this car crash, it seems like that plus your experiences in your life have really set you down the path of what you believe in. And I think that's fantastic. It's like this collection of different experiences is what made you Dan. And that makes you unique because no one else can ever experience that same amount of experiences. Except for like Jack and Max, I believe they have had the same exact experiences since they're identical twins and they're just kind of like
A
living their lives
cohesive
together.
experience. Yeah.
Yeah. So I was like,
Do you think they ever looked at each other's dicks to see if they were the same?
they have. I was in the room with them. They were they do you know what's really weird? They've never they don't tell each other they love each other. Like they don't
that's
say, I
weird.
love you, brother. Like they thought I was because I do that with John all the time.
Yeah.
And I was like, hey, why don't you guys say that more often? And they're like, that's kind of weird. And I was
It's
like,
your
what?
fucking identical
Exactly.
twin.
Exactly.
Crazy. But I mean, I guess it's implied. I don't know.
It is implied. They're
What,
I mean,
Steven?
You realize that today was Hoover's birthday.
Was it
Yeah.
the vacuum cleaner, I believe.
the vacuum cleaner? Yep. No, our buddy that was murdered.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Dude, that oh man.
Yeah, sad.
Like, dude, the second
I
or
think about him a lot, and I wonder, like, if he would have
Look.
gotten a chance to get sober, like, what would have been different? You know what I mean?
the
And
second or third day I was back in Snyder from Lubbock. I went to hang out with them, and me and him hung out, drank a lot of whiskey, did a bunch of the stuff, and I came back, and I blame it all on Endomitis, their motorcycle gang. We're not going to get into that. So Funko Pops, your brother has a lot of them.
I have a lot of them too.
I have
Oh, sure.
I have a lot of character socks.
This is my office, as you can see. My Funko
Nice.
Pops over there.
damn,
Me.
That's
My
not,
John has you
Pops.
beat though, huh?
No, I beat him now.
Really?
Yeah, he doesn't have half as many as me, but he uses other collections too. But yeah, this is my office where I do my work. There's my business computer, and this is my computer, and this is Steven. But yeah, no, I beat him now. He used to beat me, but he trades, he sells, and he
I was at
doesn't-
his house like 3 weeks ago, and he had a whole fucking wall full.
Yeah, that's like mine are 3 feet, like 3 boxes deep.
Oh, okay. It just
Yeah.
looked like one box deep. I didn't see it.
Yeah, no.
by the
So
way,
he's-
man, I know somebody that'll make a Funko Pop of you.
But the value of that Funko Pop won't be.
Do you know somebody that would make a blow up doll of me that I can fuck?
I can for only $5. It's gonna have
Sick.
Play-Doh though.
I'm sure I could find somebody.
You need a lot about Play-Doh.
But I want y'all to guess what socks I'm wearing because the way y'all collect Funkos, I collect character socks.
Well, that's pretty neat.
You're wearing SpongeBob right now.
SpongeBob?
Oh, okay, so 3
You were
topics.
obsessed with SpongeBob when we were
Either
kids.
SpongeBob, Dragon Ball Z, or The Office.
Dragon Ball Z.
Dragon Ball Z. I'm gonna like Dragon Ball Z. Let's see. It looks like Office. I guess it's Dwight.
White fruit.
Fuck, dude. I didn't realize you were even into The Office.
Love The Office.
I'm logging off. I fucking hate The Office.
Wait, aren't you in
I
Oh
hate it.
no, I always think Harvey's the one into
Fucking
the office,
not
but
funny.
it's not him. Yeah. Who's in the there is someone that's into the office.
The Office is
though.
for garbage people. It is not funny.
I actually haven't
Why
watched
is it not? It is really funny.
I really didn't
Yeah,
watch
it's
the
real.
office very much.
My ex watched it over and over again, so now I have a huge resentment
That's
towards it.
who I was thinking of. 'Cause I
Go
was
go
like,
go watch Parks and Rec.
Parks and Rec is good. Like it's actually really
It,
I
it's
didn't
like
really watch The Office.
I love
very
Parks
much,
and Rec. I love Parks and Rec way more than The Office.
it's like
you
The
know what?
Office, but with people you know.
So we one thing that me and Mika really try to push is Mike Tyson's mysteries.
Oh, I've seen a little bit. It's funny.
It's great. It's Mike Tyson solving
Yeah.
mysteries. It's hilarious.
That's not funny. That's not funny.
He's he actually like does the voice for Mike Tyson, and he rags on himself the whole time. It's hilarious. Like he's such a good like character just to make fun of himself. I love it.
Yeah.
I would let him punch me for $5 million. I'd probably
You let him fuck you?
I thought him.
Yeah.
I fuck you so good you fall in love with me. You ever seen him say that?
I'll let him do the fucking because I don't think I'd survive a punch. Like I
Man, what
would
did you
survive a
think about
rough
your
mess
religion
around.
belief?
What?
What does your dad think about your religion belief?
Me and my dad get along great now more than ever. We are fucking close, tight as fuck. I see him try to like once a week. We get along. I mean, we have good talks. I mean, like, I don't really like. I have only a few few contingencies with my dad that we disagree on. Like, he's like anti-gay and stuff like that. And I have gay friends. I have trans friends. Like, I have gay and trans friends who like are spiritual as fuck. Like, and they like,
yeah. Like
then
you don't have to be like you can be Christian and still love gay people, and you can still like you're supposed to love everybody as Christian. That's kind of the thing
apparently
about
you
Christian.
can't be Christian and allow people who are hurting into your church.
It's
$1,000,000
not,
church.
and that's the thing. Those aren't real Christians then, because if
Joel
people are
Osteen, we're
hurting,
looking at you,
you
dog.
let people in. You take care of them, and honestly, you can't judge another person for their sin. Like I don't live a clean life myself, so how
nobody
can I
does.
How can
It's
I
like,
ever
they say
judge
they're
others?
living in sin. Well, aren't we all? I mean, if we're looking at a Christian perspective, aren't we all living in sin because we're
Exactly.
all sinful by nature?
I
Like
have
what?
like 5 sinful thoughts a second. I'm sure. Like
I jerked off today, so
yeah, and
I'm doing it right now.
I can
Okay,
say,
that. I mean, can we see?
No.
if you pay for the OnlyFans part of this, oh, I got a text message.
Yeah, hashtag Patreon. So one of the 3 times I've played with a Ouija board was in your bathroom.
I was telling the story today. That's fucking freaky.
Dude, that carpeted bathroom in your bedroom.
Big ass bathroom.
And Brian, I can't remember his name.
Don't say last names. Don't
yeah,
say last
yeah.
names. Don't even mention names.
People
Just
were
you and
there.
I and some friends.
People
that
were
friend
there.
we had,
And the
that
thing
ugly friend.
The thing
that-
said, "Who are we talking to?" And it said Lucy or the Lucifer or something
It
like
said
that.
it said Satan.
And the door blew open.
It said
It was-
door
it was
open.
It was really warm in the restroom.
I thought it was cold. I remember it being
Most
cold.
No,
restrooms
the
are
restroom
extremely
was
warm.
warm.
I don't
The
remember that. I remember
bedroom was really cold.
Oh, maybe that's what it was.
The restroom was cold. Where we were playing the
God,
game,
my memory's fucked.
where we were playing the game was really warm. The door opened and literally this small hallway. It was cold, dude. Like not even room temperature, like freezing cold. I've never touched one since.
Yeah, it was freaky.
But was it like the Ouija board made by like just regular people? Like there's nothing really.
Well, no, the freaky part that you missed, you glazed over was that it said door open, and when it landed on N, my dad flung open the door and said, "What are y'all doing?" And he said something.
It wasn't.
That's
that,
the
dude.
best
It
joke
wasn't
ever.
even that. Look, we're playing it, and it says door open. The door opened, and then your dad came in. It
No, the
wasn't.
door didn't open on itself. My
Yes,
dad
it
opened
did.
the door.
I promise it did.
No, you're fucking tripping. That wasn't that. You remembering it wrong. My dad opened the door, and
It's just like
he
door open.
something like and my house was huge, and he was on the other side of the house. There's no way he could have heard us. And he said something woke him up. Like he felt something wake him up. Like
Well, I'm
the
gonna
door
stay
didn't
away
open
from-
on its own.
I'm
But I
gonna
mean,
stay away from the Ouija board, to be honest.
yeah. Either way,
No,
fucking freaky.
that's a bad time. So, what are y'all mad about this week?
I'm not mad about many things, but no, I guess the one thing that really upsets me, the thing is Five Below. Guess what? So
They already
Five
closed,
Below
right?
has no, they're still open. They're packed. They were packed today.
Oh.
We went to go pick up. We went to go stop by and pick up some things. Me and Mika did, and honestly, great store. Love everything in it, but not everything is $5 or below. There's $8 things, $10 things. False advertisement, and it really upsets me because hey, I'm going in there with only a $5 bill. What the freaking fudge? What am I going to do when I see an $8 trinket I really like? I was not warned about this. I was not told about this. I was not informed. I just saw 5 below. I assume it's going to be 5 or below. Now, if they would put a little sign next to their name and say 5 below and some other items that aren't 5 and below,
That's
I'd be
British
okay.
do.
But they didn't. And so now I feel like they've lied to me, they've lied to you, they've lied to everyone I love, and they're getting away with it. Scott free.
Everyone you love?
They've lied to everyone I love. They've lied to everyone you've loved. They've lied to everyone. Because they're not just 5 and below.
I thought I read an article that they opened and then they immediately had to close because they sold out everything. Maybe that was just for like a
They
day.
had a power outage too. So they dropped
Look, over
power.
there in that new shopping center that had that Marshalls and other
Yeah,
things.
it's West End. Yeah.
Look,
Oh,
Dan, do you know Caitlin?
Do you
works
know?
over there?
Who does?
Caitlin Cribs.
You keep
Names.
outing people. I don't know who that
Names
is.
not-
Damn it.
You're gonna get somebody like really like
Yeah.
smacked, I guess. I don't know. I
Uh,
know there are a few Stephen Maciases, so I don't really mind if you say Stephen Macias, like, because that's like, oh hey, there's a little like another Stephen Macias load. He's a little bit of a, he's the same as me. He's a little chunky. He's a little bit lovable, but he's more
not as lovable as you. Okay.
Honestly, I should care about that, but I don't. She works at the Torchies over there.
Might not want to tell like her name.
Oh,
and
see,
where
oh
she
god,
works.
oh god, oh, and
Her
she
social
also-
security number is 512.
If you're looking for someone to stalk, and
She lives at her mother's maiden name and her first pet. I guess I'll go.
You're
I'm
mad about
mad.
me talking about people.
No, I'm just trying to give you tips on. I mean, I don't know.
he's
Hey,
no.
I'm gonna be
You're
straight
a
up with you.
master podcaster.
A
I love yours.
master
One.
I'm not.
So
I'm
we-
terrible at it, but I at least have been doing it a little bit. I
I
haven't
have
done
faith
one
in
in
you.
like a month.
Have you ever actually like edited anybody's name out? Because I was embarrassed whenever I first heard y'all talking about my shitty ass room.
Yeah.
And you said you were gonna edit it out on the podcast.
Yeah.
Wait,
It
Sorry.
didn't happen. So
Yeah. I mean, you should have cleaned your room. You should have been a
Hey,
better
hey,
roommate to
hey,
me.
You know what? You know
All
what?
of y'all did. Y'all fucked me.
Now, did they do it raw, or did they let you, lube up?
Totally
It
raw.
was, wait,
It was
No makeup
bad.
either. Did they put lipstick on you while they?
Not even a little bit.
Didn't
I never
even
even got
take
an
you-
apology.
Did they even take
I've
you to
apologized
Cheddar's
multiple
afterwards?
times. I'll apologize.
Do it
right
now.
now.
Apologize to me now. On your knees.
Daniel Wooldridge. You were the most handsome,
It's not an apology.
The
bearded
most
dude.
handsome lesbian I've
I'm
ever
so
seen.
happy that you're sober, and
Thanks,
I'm
bud.
so sorry for all
I'm
the
just
fucked
teasing
up
you.
shit that I did over there.
It's okay.
Aw.
I'm just
Does that
teasing.
make you feel?
I'm
tingly
sorry
and
if you
tingly?
felt embarrassed. I wasn't trying to embarrass you.
Dude,
We were all fucking gross and nasty over there. We were 4 fucking dudes raging all the time.
hey,
You just happened to
really,
be the nastiest
Just
one.
sounds. It
Nothing
just sounds
embarrasses me,
terrible.
so.
Sounds like a
Yeah.
bad time for all. Like, just not a good place to put your penis in.
Yeah.
Look,
No.
let's hear what you're mad about, Daniel.
Okay. Mine's pretty lame, but I fucked myself by not reading this book for this history class. And so now I'm having to cram 200 pages of a book and write a paper before Monday. So I'm just
You
mad at
should be
myself.
reading it right now.
I really should. I was doing that before this. I'll probably do it after this. And then I have to work tomorrow. So I'll have to, at least I'm off Monday during the day and I can do it then. But
Do you have it on like Audible?
no, I should try to get it on Audible. It's not a bad idea.
It's a really and also we're not sponsored by Audible.
Not
Hey,
yet.
hey, not yet. Audible.com.
We keep
Golden Horse promo code for a free book, and I'll read it to you personally.
That's not how Audible works.
That's a Stephen Kelly promise.
That's not a good
Anyways,
promise.
So I don't really have anything that I'm mad about, but I'm gonna.
Are you mad about I outed you for having a messy room when we lived together?
No, I
a
mean,
little bit.
no. You know what I'm actually mad about?
Huh?
Hmm.
But
Religion?
here, I'm gonna play this song real quick.
Why don't you just play it on your computer?
Yeah.
So it sounds decent. You literally can't hear it.
I can hear it. It doesn't sound good, but I can hear it. The audio is we
Just share screen and pull it up on YouTube.
Can I do that?
Yeah, I'll do it.
Because we're not gonna end this until I let y'all hear that.
Are you playing No Children by the Mountain Goats?
No.
No,
Oh.
it's my buddy Pepper Goins song.
Oh, right on.
Oh, it looks like the host is disabled. Share screen share.
Do you have a disabled kink?
He does.
That's fucking racist.
It's not racist.
No.
Disabilities aren't a race.
It's-
They're a
Have
class.
y'all heard about the potty mouth parrots?
Uh-uh.
That like recently in New York, there's a zoo or something that a lot of people donated these parrots to. There's like 6 parrots that were cussing and calling people cocksuckers.
It's amazing. You're a cunt. You're a cunt.
what
You
a
know,
cracker.
honestly, I would pay just to be cussed out by a parrot.
It'd be amazing.
Well, one day.
So okay, I find this, and I can pull it up on here on Zoom.
Yeah.
Yeah, just go hit share screen, the little green button in the middle.
Yeah, you should be able to.
Oh, green button. Share screen.
Pikachu!
Mr. Meekseks popped up for a second.
It's like, I guess the
Wait, what do y'all
system
think?
thinks it's a face.
Face, yeah.
Yeah. well,
Nothing. I don't see you sharing your screen yet. There you go.
Okay, here it comes. We could do screen sharing. It's always a good idea because you can see different things. From
Wait, so y'all can see what I'm doing?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Oh,
part of the screen
that's
share.
creepy.
What is the 4 Pornhub tabs you have open?
Dude.
That's definitely Jesus,
Grinder.
Hinduism, Egyptianism, and this cute ass cat I got right here.
No, we're seeing your screen. So pick put something
Anyway.
on. Yeah, to go through your screen.
Just listen to the song.
The potty mouth parrots.
Come on.
You got this.
You out there grazing on some grass, couldn't help but notice that gorgeous ass. That tail flips so seductively, almost like a hand was welcoming me. You're a beautiful animal, but I don't wanna fuck you. I don't wanna fuck you, no. You're a beautiful animal, but I don't wanna fuck you. I don't wanna fuck you, no. Baby girl, do you want an apple? I'll take you to the wedding chapel. Baby girl, do you want some grains? Your hindquarters are making me insane. You're a beautiful animal, but I don't wanna fuck you. I don't wanna fuck you, no. You're a beautiful animal, but I don't wanna fuck you. I don't wanna fuck you, no. I might be a man, you might be a horse, but this bond between us.
It sounds like Dan.
They could see
Yeah.
us, then they know that
Have you had relations with a horse?
Not yet, but I'm really hoping to at some point.
Well, I mean, I'm not going to judge. I'm a firm believer in unless you've tried it, you can't really judge someone. And
That's
you know
true,
what?
man.
You're a beautiful animal, but I
I
don't
look kind of like I had a unibrow going on.
Okay, I just wanted y'all to hear that.
Beautiful, incredible,
Yeah.
amazing, brave, fierce, courageous.
You really need to listen to the Rushmore podcast, dog.
Yeah, I feel like we've been given all kinds of free publicity to podcasts on this podcast.
That's the goal.
I mean, dude, I'm just trying to get paid
That's that.
for
Well,
talking.
Yeah, but they won't pay you if you're doing it for free.
yeah. So you gotta have an interesting like. Oh hey, you build up a clientele. Like oh hey, there's certain people listening to our podcast that are gonna keep listening, and then you build up that like amount of people, and then you talk to sponsors and get sponsorships.
Wait, what do you mean, not a people? Jewish people are people.
What? No, that's what?
And follow us on Twitter at whatevs come to mind, something like that. I shared a funny meme about Kurt Cobain. That was a joke, and then just said, "Whoa, that's mind blowing." Got my first retweet.
Are you posting the video of this or just audio?
Uh, probably everything if I can. I don't even know how to get it back to the small size so I can stop this.
Well, at
Just
the
hit-
bottom,
just hit
yeah.
Share
Stop.
screen and hit stop sharing screen.
Oh God, y'all make it sound so easy.
Well, we've been using Zoom for a year now, so
I was gonna say it's actually I only use Zoom like once in a blue moon, but
I've
I
been
just
using it for a fucking year, pretty much nonstop.
we used a different we used web chat. Like we
Oh.
used Zoomed at first, and then I guess
You know what's the
AT&T
worst one of all of them is Microsoft Teams, bro. That
Yeah.
is a garbage fucking app, and
Oh,
whoever
yeah.
came up with that should fucking kill themselves. It
Well-
fucking runs like shit.
Yeah. Well, Microsoft, they're not real. Like, I mean, it runs probably like Internet Explorer.
Dude, that's fucked up. You're telling
Literally.
someone to kill themselves.
I was just kidding. They shouldn't kill themselves.
Well, you know where we ended up on the episode that's going to come out this week is jewornotjew.com.
What the fuck?
You know what?
You really believe in the Holocaust, right? Because I mean,
I
Golly,
do,
buddy.
and I'm not.
Okay.
This
anti-Semitic.
is the third, like,
because
this
it
is-
sounded like you were
this
really
is the
doubting the
third
Holocaust.
podcast that you're kind of like. The first one was like, oh, I mentioned it offhandly. Second one mentioned it a little bit more depth. This one, I feel like
Dude, I could write a book about it.
no, you can't. Like, it wouldn't be a very good book.
An anti-Holocaust. They have dealt with the most shit, and then decided, hey, we're just gonna make fun of ourselves. We're gonna be comedians. Ari Shaffir, Jerry Seinfeld, Seth Rogen, Adam Sandler, everybody. Please, if anybody knows, help me be Jewish.
I mean, you can convert to Judaism, but
I really
it's not
can't. I
gonna.
don't have that much.
it's
You're
not
gonna have
gonna
to do a lot more research, and you're
But
gonna
you're
have
not
to-
gonna have the genetic stuff, you know.
I got a big ass nose. Oh God,
Yeah.
damn it.
Yeah, that was not.
That's
We can cut that part out. Like, cut out.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
everything.
but I'm not because I don't edit anything. I love y'all. Y'all are both handsome.
Thanks for having me, buddy.
Yeah,
It was fun. I enjoyed talking to y'all.
It was fun.
I hope I don't keep people away from your what is it called? Not station. Sober house.
What do you mean?
Where my last thing is shout outs to where you work. It's not a
No,
sober.
I'm not telling where I work on here. Fuck that.
Yeah, no, I know that, but I mean like a place.
What, they can
like a
cancel me
sober-
because I have a friend who's a Holocaust denier?
Dude, they
Are-
wait, what'd you call me?
A Holocaust denier.
I didn't
Denier?
say that. I'm just kidding.
Hey, cancel the Holocaust.
I mean, it already happened. I don't think you can cancel it.
Hey,
Yeah.
Mr. Potato Head already happened. So did Dr.
They didn't even, that was so, that got so blown out of proportion.
Yeah.
They didn't even change, they just changed the name of the company from Mr. Potato Head to Potato Head. That's
And
still
they have-
Mr. and Miss Potato Head
Yeah.
on the boxes that you buy.
They
Like,
probably should have done that earlier because they have two different potato heads. So yeah,
dude, I swear everything that happens now gets blown out of proportion, way
I was gonna say-
misconstrued. It's like that
Exactly.
game when you're a kid when everybody gets in a circle and they say apple and it like goes around in the room
the
and everyone's
telephone
like,
game.
telephone. Yeah, literally, that's
so
the world now.
Me and my friends, we did some research on Dr. Seuss the other day. Actually, this is not the first time Dr. Seuss has had some works of his removed from publishing, and it's not like you can't ever read them again. They're there. They're just not going to be published anymore. I'm sure you can find them in your local library. It's not a big deal. But I would recommend looking up the Seven Ladies Godiva. Is actually a very more adult Dr. Seuss book that they stopped publishing quite
It's like
some time
hentai
ago.
for Dr. Seuss.
A little bit.
It's just a bunch of Whoville kids, or not kids, but Whoville people. Just
At first, I thought, yeah, it's just porn, but it's actually a really well done art. Like it's a really well done, statement. It's a really well done story that he's written, and I mean, it's not like he's taken the story of the Seven Ladies Godiva and written into it, and it's a really good book. It's really expensive. It's like $100 online, but it's a very interesting research topic to look up more of Dr. Seuss's work. And the 6 books they've stopped out of publishing, if they had actually been bringing in money, I'm sure they would have had more of an issue about stopping the publishing. But since there's 6 books that aren't really that important, they don't really mind. And in all honesty, no one really minds either because no one's
well. Also, Dr. Seuss was kind of a piece of shit. He cheated on his wife while she was on her deathbed. And like, yeah, I don't know. He just had all kinds of other shit going on. Had a mistress while she was dying of cancer.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
He's not a great role model for people. But I think a lot of times it's that nostalgia. You don't want things to mess with it. You don't want.
And everybody knows that Cat in the Hat was actually a pedophile. Why was he in that house with those kids?
That's true. He diddles himself.
Well, he had
some
thing
kids.
1 and thing 2, or thing 1 and thing 2. Anyways,
and people get so fucking caught up on like the cancel culture shit, and like, okay, maybe some people got it worse than they should have. Like Louis C.K. I don't really feel like he did that bad of a thing.
Yeah,
but also it's like majority of the shit that people get canceled for, they fucking have it coming, fucking 95% of it.
Yeah, and honestly, Pepe, if he was, let's say, a human doing the things he was doing,
yeah, that's fucked up.
I wouldn't be that comfortable with it either. Like, it's not like she wasn't enjoying it because he smelled bad, because he was skunk. She wasn't enjoying it because he was not respecting her space or her, like, yeah, exactly. He's just rubbing up against her.
Why should there be anything sexual in kids' cartoons anyways? Like, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
There shouldn't be. It's weird.
True that. Dan,
it's weird.
Can I hear you sing the Cry to the Moon part of Iron?
I don't know if I could do it out of context. That's weird.
Okay. Should we lead you in? I can't sing. I don't like all my music. All the music went to John.
So just cry.
I don't think it's gonna sound good with me just a cappella.
Clapping.
It'd be better than us.
I got you in there.
That you're like not even on rhythm right now.
Am I not?
No.
It's not rhythm.
You could just include a clip of it at the end of the.
I don't know how to do all that, honestly.
Should we also throw in the next shows that are coming up? Like, is Indigo? Like, I'm not good with keeping up with shows.
Yeah, that's what I was getting at.
The only thing we have going on is we'll be in Dallas on Friday, but
okay.
I
mean, we can it'll be hard for us to get there.
Mask on.
I think on Friday, I think
I got vaccinated, so I don't even.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I did.
I actually really believe in the vaccination thing, just because is a lot of people know I was in the hospital for I think it's like a week with COVID.
Everybody should go get vaccinated. If you can go get it, go get it.
Because I mean, it's not going to guarantee, like, catching COVID isn't going to guarantee you're going to get sick. But I'll be honest with you, I was pretty sure I was going to die. Like, I was kind of like hanging in there in the hospital, just kind of like, well, I'm kind of ready to go. The only thing that kept me there, like, was just maybe a little bit of pushing, just because I didn't really like.
Did
I
y'all
had a
have
little fight.
coronavirus?
I didn't get
did.
it, but he
I
did.
got it.
Didn't you get it twice?
Yeah, I did. Like, I got the first strain in August, and then that wasn't so bad. It was just a really bad fever. I couldn't smell or taste. The
Yeah.
second time I got it was a different strain, and it knocked me on my butt. It got me. I was I had to go to the hospital. My oxygen dropped down to 70. I was pretty bad. Like, I wasn't gonna, like, I don't know. It was a pretty bad experience. So that's why I'm a firm believer. Hey, don't risk it. If you can get the vaccine, get the vaccine. Get
Yeah.
something. It's
I
not a
had
thing to play with.
coronavirus, and not being able to taste anything, fuck that shit.
I lost like 50 pounds. Like, I was like skinny. I gained it back. I enjoy eating.
Hey, that thick daddy right there, that thick
Yeah.
hitter,
Got that
that
big
messy
booty.
ass thick hitter. You know what I'm saying,
Oh.
gang?
Yes.
I want a picture of me just shaking my butt and it.
Hey, it's probably easier if you hit it on YouTube, bro.
Yeah, that's what I was getting. Oh shit, y'all can see all this. Fuck. Okay, boomer.
I'm not the fucking boomer. You're the fucking.
No, I mean I'm okay boomering.
We're literally the same age. You're like 6 months older than me. So,
So
like,
I'd probably click that YouTube button
What
right up
really
there,
going
and
on
then
here?
I would
search
I
on
would put it
YouTube.
into YouTube, yeah, or go to our
So-
website.
So look to the top left guy, YouTube. Click YouTube, and then you're gonna go and click on the little search bar.
You
It should be
just
here.
see all my fucking ghosts.
This is actually what I do for a living. Is just tell people like 90% of what I do. Oh God.
Have you tried turning it off? Wait, let's look at his algorithm right quick.
Oh dude.
Couple pranks,
oh.
TikToks, tiny
Tiny
baby stove,
baby stuff. What is it? Strange videos.
15 scary
make you, like,
videos.
feeling easy. Oh yeah. So we kind of get a good
Hey,
idea. of what you-
RuneScape.
Yeah, RuneScape. I expected that.
I still play that.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Fucking
Let's see what
15
he's
years
searching
later.
for.
Judge me, dog.
I'm not judging. That's crazy. That's awesome.
No,
not
it's
bad.
not. It's not that awesome.
It is.
It's not. It's not, bro. It
I
looks
used
like
to
shit.
be like super into World of Warcraft. Like
Oh god damn
a
it.
sickening
Used to
amount.
be. Used to be.
Actually, I met Mika because of World of Warcraft. I met a lot of people in my life. because
Oh
of
my
it.
fucking god. Sorry.
You gotta play the. There you go. It's
That-
going. Now you gotta click it. Yeah.
That's the one that I was talking about.
Yeah. I have to admit, Dan has a really pretty voice. He's probably
Thanks,
one of
buddy.
my favorite.
Th-
Like him
This
and Tony,
this,
they have
this
this.
gets me every time.
I think him and Tony and the other Stephen Bell, like they're really, like all three of them. I really like their voices. They just sound really pretty.
Thanks, buddy.
Like, if they're wearing wigs, sure, a kiss, maybe two. Maybe we'll see what happens.
You wouldn't kiss me with this lesbian soccer player haircut?
I would.
Dude, I'd do more than kiss you.
Would you fuck me? Would you fuck me? I'd fuck
fuck
me.
me.
I'd fuck me hard.
Oh gosh.
No one has
I'm
listened.
tucking my pee-pee in.
So just cry.
It's real
I don't know how
quiet.
you guys do this, like this sound thing, this music.
Is it
you guys
really?
make.
It's really one of the most. It's
At
one
least
of
you're
the most
trying.
beautiful things I've ever heard in my life. This is probably a terrible podcast, but
At least you're trying, and that's what matters.
do I look like I care?
It's okay to care.
Yeah.
It's okay. You can put some effort. Like if you really want to do something, it's cool because it's not bad to fail at something. I think that's a firm thing I like to like. I had to learn when I was like 25. I didn't learn that until I was like 25. Is that it's okay to fail at stuff because when you fail at stuff, that just gives you another opportunity to learn something. And
Failing is the biggest part of learning.
exactly, and you just you keep doing it, even if you fail at something. Keep doing it, and you'll do a little bit better every single time.
10,000 hours, dude.
Yeah.
Dude.
No one's perfect their first time. No one
Nope.
does
Nope.
things perfectly. Like I know that, like it can't happen. But
Yeah.
if you put the effort in and the love,
And
the
like,
passion.
with this kind of stuff with podcasting and
I
music and
never
everything else,
would've
it's better to just you just like don't worry about doing it for money or anything else. Do it because it's fun. Do it because you like it. You know, don't worry about it being good. Don't worry
It's
about
food.
people
That's
listening
why
to
I
it. Do it
drug
because
the
it's
Matthews
fun.
brothers into this.
It's fun. I enjoy podcasting. I just haven't had time in the last few months to do it like I want to.
Dude,
And
and I've
schedules
been
and shit
wanting to
is
talk to you because I remember stories that y'all talked about while I wasn't there. But I remember stories like breaking into your mother's house. You were talking about these bugs from King Kong eating your brain.
oh god damn, I do remember that night. I think we were just doing ecstasy, weren't we?
Mm-hmm.
God, we did a lot of fucking ecstasy. Holy shit. That's
So
probably
what
why my
is-
memory sucks.
What is like? What's the feeling behind ecstasy? Like, what does it do
It's like
for you?
having 1,000 orgasms all at once.
Literally,
That sounds
from every pore in my body.
horrifying. One orgasm, and
I
I
can't
almost,
stop coming. Just
I'll be honest with you.
It's
One
just coming out
orgasm,
like- hang
and
on,
I
hang on.
might shit myself. 2 orgasms, I'm gonna shit myself. 3
So
orgasms,
I know you
I've
don't
already shit.
drink, but have you ever smoked weed or done anything? Or?
I did it once when I was younger, and I mean, I didn't. It doesn't really affect me very well.
Really?
It affects me like once, and then after that, it just
Hey,
didn't really.
While
do
we're
much for
here,
me.
I gotta justify it. The original Jew or Not Jew episode. I was high on cocaine. Fuck it, it's there.
Uh,
Cops want to
would-
find me.
I haven't posted that one yet.
Yeah.
But buddy, we might like, you know what? I think, you know, that
Don't incriminate yourself is what I would say.
I would say, yeah, I wouldn't admit anything on video or on recording. A lot of times it's kind of like, oh hey,
Get him.
Hey, come find me, bitch.
I mean,
it's
there's
still
ways
illegal.
to track you, like your IP address. I mean, there's quite a bit of different things like digitally. That's
That doesn't even make sense for what we're talking about.
actually, if you really want,
Just everything we talk about, he holds up blind faith. Be like, yeah, I went to the grocery store today. Blind faith. Yeah, my car needs oil change. Blind faith.
I was
I
gonna
mean,
say there's.
that's how I live my life, though. Blind faith.
Blind faith.
Well, that's a
I
good
wish you
way-
would have misspelled it and it would have been read blonde faith.
Hey,
Or
hey,
like
Blonde
shitty,
faith.
shittier
Did
handwriting.
you see the
The heart.
exclamation point? Yeah.
At least you tried, buddy. That's what matters.
Why do I have the munchies right now, y'all? Fuck.
It's just the
Look,
talk.
Is
wait,
that
wait,
munchies,
look,
dude. And there's a Whataburger right by my house. It's fucked up.
dude.
Let's go to Whataburger. You want to go?
I want to. I
Look,
should.
Which
I remember
which
y'all
Whataburger
talking
are you
about
near?
82nd University.
painting
Oh, that's
the
a bad
lake
one.
house.
It's
That's not that bad.
a rough Whataburger. That's a-
They never done me dirty.
They did me dirty, so that's why I'm like,
Yeah.
Y'all were talking about Canyon's Lake House.
Yeah.
you
Tripping.
get a lot of shit for these
toilets.
donuts.
Yeah, it's all right.
Do you eat there a lot? I'd eat there a lot.
No, it's all right. I've had it a couple times.
I think there's this new one, Benjamin's. Everybody's raving about.
I haven't been on that one.
I haven't either.
I'm a fucking rise and shine all day.
Okay, yeah. I
Those
don't blame.
motherfuckers. Yeah, dude.
You have to have
Kolaches.
loyalty.
Y'all
Jalapeno
included
kolaches?
me-
You have to have your loyalty.
Y'all included me in the flushing toilet thing. Remember?
Yeah.
The story, flushing the toilets and being like, oh, it's dirty. Oh, it's clean, whatever.
Yeah.
That's what flooded that lake house, man.
You think?
I mean, dude, it was like maybe 2 months in between that and that.
I really doubt us flushing the toilet a bunch would have done that because there was nothing in it.
Shit yourself.
I don't know.
Shit
Uh,
food.
How long have we been going?
Dude,
For about 2 hours?
I've been trying to end it for a minute and I'm just not good at ending things. So,
Yeah.
I
Well,
might
I'm kind of
just
getting
end
tired. So.
it. So what does your
Yeah.
shirt say? And,
All gas, no brakes.
okay. Well, thank you. And,
Hey man, thanks for having me. It was fun.
the
Good
Holocaust,
time.
I guess the Holocaust happened.